welcome here. I'm David from Practical Driving Help, and this is Raghu on his driving test today. How are you feeling today, Raghu?
I'm feeling good, David. A long wait for the test, so finally we are here.
Okay.
The usual nerves are there, but still I'm excited because it's been some time.
Yeah, I know. You've been driving here for how long now, say?
It's like a couple of months plus, but I passed the exam in November, so then I waited for you. I wanted to get your lessons, so I waited for you. Then we started, so it's been like that's the reason I'm really excited to be here.
Well, I'm feeling very confident. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be here. Anyway, guys, so listen, we're going to have a wee look at the video now. We're going to go in to the test centre and see how it goes. It's a Friday afternoon at 13:25, so it's 1:25 in the afternoon, and I have a feeling the chances are that the test will either go via Wester Hales, Cloviston, or up at the Balerno. I have a feeling that it could also be Balerno. At this time of the day, the peak starts much earlier on a Friday. So I'm going to get Raghu to switch off the engine. We're going to go in, we're going to follow the test, and let's see how Raghu gets on. So good luck to Raghu.
Thank you.
If this is your first time along to watch these videos, then welcome. My name's David. I'm a driving instructor here in Edinburgh and have been for up to probably 20 years doing the job. And yeah, it's just a reminder that we are forbidden to record any audio during a driving test. What you're seeing in front of you is the dashcam footage and it's live. And we are just getting the recording of that, and of course you're getting my voiceover as well. So for data protection purposes, it's still not allowed to video people and give away any information even to someone's identity. So this is where we are at the moment, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to move off shortly and we'll have a wee chat about the run down towards the roundabouts from the Curry Test Centre. Most of these videos will be shown in fast forward mode because it takes too long. Each video would have to last for 40-50 minutes, and it's just a wee bit too much for YouTube, to be honest with you guys. So we'll fast forward in between bits of information or bits of interest. So we've just turned left here, and Raghu quite rightly sees the car approaching and holds back because although you might think our lane's clear and we have priority, remember, if a vehicle is committed and your lane is blocked ahead, then you don't have priority under situations like that. So we're heading along just past the test centre up to Curry roundabout, and we've been asked to turn right, taking the third exit. So remember, guys, to kick you off here, interior mirror, right mirror, and signal right, approaching the roundabout. So don't forget, you're still in the 20-mile-an-hour zone, and I have to admit that it is quite difficult coming down here. It's a slight down gradient down Rickerton Mains Road. And it's so easy. Of course, you do have the speed bumps to help you to maintain your slow speed. And you look ahead here and you see the 40 in front of you. It's quite tempting to let your car run on and you end up over speeding before you reach the 40-mile-an-hour sign. So remember, guys, stay at 20 mile an hour until you reach the 40-mile-an-hour sign. Now that little sign back there was for the bends, and of course a nice steady 30 mile an hour would be the maximum speed, I think, if the road is clear to come through here. I wouldn't really go much faster than that because it can be quite tight, especially if there's any large oncoming vehicles just approach, and it could maybe push you in towards the curb. Heading down towards Heriot Watt roundabout, and you'll see the road markings on the ground there. And you must keep right, of course, to go ahead. Under no circumstance you would need to use the left side of the roundabout to go ahead here. Okay, so we're now approaching the parking right roundabout, and again, keep to the right hand side of the roundabout to proceed ahead. Now we're approaching Hermiston Junction and asked to follow the road for Edinburgh. A71, third exit there, you can see it. We don't count the first exit where you see the blue circle, it's for buses only. So as you can see here, we have the left lane for the first exit on the left, and the right hand lane continues ahead towards Hermiston and right towards Edinburgh A71. So Ragu's in a good position here. We'll just do normal speed round the roundabout. Looking down in the bottom right hand corner, you will see the spiral starting, so you can see Ragu's now moving over to the left, as if he's taking the second exit actually, but you pass the second exit. Do your mirrors here, signalling left. Of course you've got the bus lane around the corner, and 40 mile an hour along here. Get a good mirror check in now and accelerate, and we'll fast forward up from here. Okay guys, I don't want to get into a big discussion here, however I would say to you, most of us know how roundabouts work. However, I say to you, for the Curry Test Centre in particular, if you're doing a test here, get to know Calder Junction. This is Calder Junction. Get to know the previous one, Hermiston. Get to know the individual roundabouts around the area. Each roundabout in this area has its own little characteristics, and you need to get to know them. Even the most experienced drivers could make mistakes on these roundabouts. So our instructions here are to follow the road ahead, city centre, second exit. So hopefully you can tell me the next roundabout ahead. If you can't, then I would question whether we are actually ready for the test. You should be able to name all the roundabouts in the area. You should know them off by heart. As I was saying earlier, they're all different, and you don't want to arrive at the roundabout and then try to remember what you have to do and what lane to use. You don't want to rely on just what you see, because our observations can be different when you're on a test due to nerves, etc. So we're approaching Bankhead and we're on the right. We've been informed to turn right for Lanark, third exit. That little arrow on the left that I've put up there, it's just informing you that there's a left lane only approaching Bankhead. It doesn't really apply to us. However, this little arrow is going to tell you to drive right through that keep clear sign, and that will take you over to the left side. Now you can see here Ragu has actually came into the wrong lane. We should have been on the left lane there. We should have spiraled out just back a bit. So let's see what Ragu does now. He actually turns left there. Now then, it would really depend now, guys, whether Ragu's made sufficient observations and given a signal. So we'll just have to wait at the end of the test and see how the examiner sees that movement. But that is certainly not a route for turning right on Lanark. and saw a little pull up on the left, guys, and moving off again. Remember, before moving off, checking your blind spot before you proceed. Clovinston Junction, and informed to follow the road to City Bypass Berwick upon Tweed. As you can see there, guys, it's the second exit on the left. So entered the travel lodge, and Gregory's been asked to do a forward bay. So he's just having a look around here, and he spotted someone on the right hand side on the way out, which is quite good. So you can take in the ones on the left. Nice and easy one for you there, guys. As you can see, 30 mile an hour down the Dreghorn Link Road. It's notorious area for overspeeding, so please be careful coming down here, controlling your speed and dealing with the roundabout at the end. again, just a pull up on the left, and we'll be asked to move off shortly. Okay, in a second I'm going to bring the video speed back down to normal. I want you to see Ragu's speed round here. He's down to about 13 miles an hour around this corner, and although I have to admit that that corner can be quite busy and bad, but there was absolutely nothing there today. He was down to 13 mile an hour, and of course, having passed the 30 sign just round the corner, we've only managed to get up to about 20 mile an hour here, and we're still probably slow. So it wouldn't surprise me if the examiner would be looking at a progress issue here. However, again, we'll just have to wait at the end of the test to see how the examiner sees that one. Okay, so we've been asked to do a little emergency stop here. So remember guys, as soon as you've been given the signal to stop, apply the brake as quickly as you can and stop the vehicle as smoothly under control as possible. Use your left shoulder and right shoulder. Make sure that both blind spots are clear this time before moving off. Just a quick note here about the sharp bend. Just here, the small crossroads, we've been asked to turn left, and it's a very tight set of crossroads, and you've got to be very, very careful when moving off here. In fact, you might even need to stop before moving off and creep forward. So yeah, please take care guys, and also at the end of this road, look out for the road markings just before you turn left or right. So guys, we're just coming into the end to finish off, and I'm pleased to say that Raghu did actually pass his test today. 6 minor faults, so congratulations to him. There was nothing mentioned about the roundabout issue that I was talking about earlier, and there was nothing mentioned about the progress issues that we were talking about. 6 minor faults, and congratulations. See you in the next video. And due to a problem with technical issues, I was unable to retrieve the footage of the interview with Raghu later, so I'm really sorry about that, and I hope to see you guys again next time.